I'm Doug McGlynn.
And I'm Eric Clark.
The RIT Oversight Committee has worked real hard over a 5-year period in bringing together a comprehensive rapid intervention program for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. This effort has involved dozens of volunteers from all ranks and from a cross-section of fire rescue agencies throughout Palm Beach County. A special thank you goes to Riviera Beach, Town of Palm Beach, Delray Beach, and Boynton Beach Fire Rescue for their work on the RIT Standard Operating Guideline. Our goal is that by adopting this SOG for our department, it'll take us one step closer to achieving a countywide RIT standard. Our hope is that area fire departments will follow suit by adopting the SOG for their cities as well. The SOG serves only in part to a comprehensive rapid intervention program that includes many components, such as the Universal RIT SOG, as mentioned, the short and long-range program goals that would ultimately affect the number of firefighters we're capable of deploying in the RIT assignment, an enhanced dispatch protocol to support these RIT resource demands, a comprehensive RIT resource library that would define applicable NIOSH case studies, foundational documents such as NFPA 1407, which lays the groundwork for RIT training program standards, a RIT glossary, a resource file that defines what tools, resource types, titles, and terminology that exist here in Palm Beach County. This all ties into the upcoming changes into the countywide accountability system, the new passport UIPs, and the change in our unit radio designations. The RIT program also includes a modified communications protocol that would support Mayday radio traffic in a firefighter emergency. And lastly, a core component to the Comprehensive Rapid Intervention Program is the RIT Training Plan. For this last component, a RIT Training Plan project team has been assembled in late 2013. Lieutenant Eric Clark was selected to oversee the development of this RIT training plan in coordination with the RIT Oversight Committee and the Training and Safety Division under the guidance of Division Chief Schaffner. After a 12-month development, the plan was proposed and approved and consists of future training modules to support the enhanced RIT capabilities for the department. So Eric, can you tell us a little bit about the training plan and what the goals of your team are?
I can, thank you, Chief. The training team was tasked with identifying successful RIC programs throughout the country, what made them successful, and how we could develop a successful program here in Palm Beach County. It is important to understand that we are not trying to recreate the wheel, but here in South Florida, our building construction is vastly different, our staffing is different, we are also dual certified, which means that we have many unique characteristics that most departments in the United States do not have, which means that we must adopt what works and make the necessary changes in other areas in order to have a quality program here in Palm Beach County. All the instructors selected are required to be state certified Instructor 1 or higher at a minimum. The training team has also developed a Train the Trainer program that is required to complete prior to assisting with any of the hands-on training classes. This will give all of the instructors the opportunity to have a full understanding of what they're asking of individuals prior to teaching. These standards are also based on nationwide research and skills that are outlined in our founding document, NFPA 1407, which outlines basic requirements of all firefighters as well as what a training plan should look like. This system will help individuals understand the delivery process and help to track our training progress as different levels of classes are offered. Due to the complexity of rapid intervention, there were separate teams within the training team formed to help develop the program. RIC 101, this is a basic orientation and SOG review. RIC 100, basic practices and NFPA 1407 skills. RIC 200, this is a moderate to advanced practices offered through off-duty class offerings. RIC 300, this is a command and control for the fire officers.
Thank you, LT. You know, as the new RIT standard is implemented on our fire scenes, it's important to take note of the resource demand that it places on our current staffing levels and firefighter accountability. The newly improved dispatch protocol will meet those demands by delivering more resources on the additional alarms. The RIT Training Plan project team is working with the training division on basic Mayday communications training. This supports RIT SOG 1520 as well as the recent improvements to SOG 1205 that came out earlier this month. Our folks are coordinating with the Ops and Deployment project teams, overseeing dispatch protocols and radio communications to ensure that we're all playing on the same sheet of music. While this has all been happening, a team of us have been working on a Mayday radio protocol and procedure. Having such a comm plan in place supports the option of designating alternative tactical channels in the event that a Mayday occurs. All of these moving parts come together toward a common goal, to achieve the highest state of readiness in the areas of firefighter safety, self-survival, and rapid intervention practices. The following RIT training plan involves this communication procedure in addition to 4 core RIT training modules. Eric, can you tell us a little bit about what the firefighters can expect in the realm of the training plan?
I can. Thank you, Chief. RIC 101, this will be an orientation to the program as well as getting everyone familiar with the new SOG. This information will be packaged as company-level information in a quick skill format. These packets will be delivered at the station level. Case studies and background information will be included, as well as SCBA awareness, RIC pack familiarization, radio communications, the necessary tools needed for RIC, a 10-question target solution test, and an introductory video outlining the information to be expected. RIC 100, this will be an introduction to basic fireground practices and the necessary skill sets required for us to meet NFPA 1407 standards. There will be variable delivery formats to include 4-hour on-duty training classes as well as off-duty class offerings. These classes will expand on the RIC 101 format and evolve, requiring a greater level of understanding as well as comprehension of the material. The emphasis will be on the basics and a good hands-on understanding of our equipment. The RIC 200 offerings will expand on the basics to an advanced level to include a greater level of comfort with our equipment, firefighter packaging, firefighter rescue techniques, softening the structure, building construction, understanding your role in the RIC, rig rotations and the on-deck concepts, multiple RIC entries, firefighter removal and extraction. RIC 300, these will be the command and control concepts for the fire officer and how to manage the Mayday. This will give us a greater understanding of the SOG, the multiple supervisory positions and their responsibilities, the RIC Accountability Officer objectives, the roles of the staging area manager, and high-intensity base scenarios for the RIC officer to the RIC chief.
Thank you, LT. In order to meet the tool and inventory requirements of the SOG, the department has teamed up with the grant writing project team to author a collaborative grant application under the AFG 2015 grant period. Now, if awarded, we will have the capability of placing a tick and a dedicated RIT bag in the hands of every rescue truck in Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. The materialization of many new changes here at Fire Rescue are not independently coming to fruition, but in contrast are the result of a unified plan to enhance firefighter safety for our folks working inside the IDLH. In review, the new RIT SOG places greater emphasis on the RIT requirement at working fires based on the size of the structure. The new dispatch protocol meets the demand that our new RIT standard places on our fireground operations. The prerequisite Mayday communications training prior to the RIT module supports the training needed for SOG 1205, the RIT modules themselves that support the RIT training plan in an escalating format which takes us from company level to command and control of the Mayday in RIT modules 101, 100, 200, and 300. The work of our grant writing project team to deliver us the necessary equipment that these larger RIT assignments will need on scene, and the Mayday radio protocol that is being worked on all become the culmination of careful consideration, steadfast planning, and very hard work. We'd like to thank everyone that has participated in the Rapid Intervention Committee work over the years and for your dedication to firefighter safety. I hope you enjoyed this segment of RIC Roundup in summarizing what has been happening in the realm of RIT these past few years around Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. I'd like to thank Lieutenant Clark for your leadership on the RIT training plan. And I'd also like to thank our founding members of the RIT Oversight Committee, who include Chiefs Mark Anderson, Billy Schmidt, James Schaffner, Dan Millstone, and Rick George. The best intention for rapid intervention is prevention, so take RIT 101 seriously at the company level and become experts in your trade, your tools, and most of all, your PPE, so you can perform in it when you need it the most. I'm Doug McGlynn.
I'm Eric Clark.
Thanks for watching.
Be safe out there.